Hi, how's it going? You're watching Andy WTH. I'm Andy. This is Big Brother Canada Season 5, Week 3 edition. What a week. It was a great weekend. Big Brother Canada this season has been getting better and better and better every week. Absolutely phenomenal. They did a really good job this year of casting. That's all I have to say. The returning players they got this year, they're pretty much putting it on the line, all right? Absolutely amazing. And the newbies, there's some of them that are really starting to play the game. Of course, Emily, she's one of my favorites this year of the newbies. She's playing a phenomenal game from the newbie side. Very, very smart girl. Now, let's just talk about this week. All right, this week, as we just seen, who won the HOH? Of course, Netta. And the reason why she said she wanted to win it was to build her resume for the end of the game. Well, you know what, lady? You're just only in week 3. So all you're doing right now, you're just putting a bigger target where it's really important to have your resume building is once the jury really starts. That's where you got to start building your resume. You could start building it now, but you're just going to put a bigger target. So at this point, you want to build it, but kind of quietly, not by winning HOHs where you are going to be safe anyways. Alright, so who does she put up? Well, she decided to put up Cass and her sidekick, Jackie. Alright, no surprise, as far as I'm concerned, this is why. Basically, look, Cass, she is a great player in the Big Brother history. Absolutely. She's almost a legend. The way she played her previous season, wow. But what happened is she decided to basically follow the same format like last season. The problem is, Cass, your game is still fresh in everybody's mind. It was just last season. So you should have changed your game somewhat to adapt to this season, which you really didn't. So you made some poor choices. You made alliances with everybody, including the frying pan and the pot in the house. So, and the house, it talks, right? Well, word got around how you were making alliances and how you were throwing everybody in the bus. Now, unfortunately, you have a hard time to defend yourself when that's your reputation from the season before. So that was her undoing. That's why she got voted out this week. That's why she could not, get enough votes to stay in. And of course, this week too, as well, we all know William. He won the power of veto, which is good. And this is what amazes me about the power of veto is how come some people say, "Oh well, you got to play it to prove that you're playing the game." No, that's not necessary. What you have to understand, it's your decision. Okay, is it the best move to use it or not use it? Because there's certain points in the game where by using it could endanger you weeks earlier, depending on how it goes. So for this week, the way things were going as far as who was up on the block and majority and all this stuff, it was probably the best. What he should have done was, first of all, not playing it was a good move. What else he should have done is try to identify who was on the other side of the house. All right? Make a deal with Netta. Hey, try to make her talk a little bit. It was a little hard because she's a pretty smart woman, but if you can make her talk and try to convince her to kind of let you into her alliance, then maybe you could break up that alliance. But anyways, that's part of it. That's what I would have done for not playing the veto. I would have tried to kind of sneak in there and try to figure out who is who and who is with who and all that stuff. That's what I would have done this week. But, because look, 2 of your, or if you want, the other side of the house that you're supposed to be on is up, then there's something is up. So you got to try to find out what the hell's going on. But anyways, him not playing it this week is a good move for him for a probably long-term game, actually. Now, let's talk about this week's twist. Very interesting. It's called Week Backwards, or they're going backwards in time, or wherever, how you want to do it. So, the HOH is not usually the first is not the first competition this week. It was the nominations that were up first, which is very interesting. So everybody in the house went down to the control room and voted for the 2 people they want nominated. Now, this week, obviously, the HOH is the house. It's everybody in the house. So whoever has the strongest alliances, the biggest side of the house, if they all vote as a unit, they're going to get their targets up. So there you go. So who did they, well, I can't really tell you who they put because I know, but I don't want to have any spoilers right now. So basically, no bloods on anybody's hands, and this week's power is the power of veto winner. So whoever wins the power of veto has the power, and they can either use it or not use it. So basically, the power, the HOH this week is the power of veto winner. So that's about it on that part for the week. This week up to now, as far as what's the twist and everything. But let's talk about the house, how it's divided, and where could it go from here as far as alliances, and who's really sticking together further down the game. All right, let's talk about the 6. Okay, this week, as of right now, in the 6 alliance is Kevin, Ika, Nat, Nat, and Bruno, and Dimitri, and Cindy. Now, in that group there, who's on the bottom? Well, it's obviously the Dimitri. He's the one that's on the bottom of the list because he's in all with the vets, so he's kind of like on the bottom of the poll. And right after him is Ika, because him and Ika are kind of like together, so she's kind of like, you know, the group is going to turn against him, is also going to turn against her. And also, who in that group are also strong together is Bruno and Kevin. Okay, they have a very, very strong working relationship. I cannot see them breaking up, neither. And the other one is Netta and Cindy. They're in tight together as far as in that group. So I could see them working together further down the game. So we're going to see how that works out. Now, the rest of the house. Okay, in one of the group is Gary, Drake, William. They're together, but in that group, Gary is kind of like the outsider because Drake and William are like this. Okay, they're each their number 1. So Gary is really in a bad position in the house at this minute. Okay, he is probably everybody in the house. He is in the worst position. Period. Simple as that, because he's really not aligned with anybody or a group. He's in the wrong place right now. And of course, Emily and Dylan, they're both together. They're not going to turn on each other. So and the ones that are kind of the oddballs out somewhat is Jackie and Karen. Both of them are also in trouble. So right now, at this point in the game, the 3 that are in the most dangerous spot in the game right at the moment is Gary, Jackie, and Karen. Okay, I find those are the 3 that are in a bad position. They place themselves in a bad position as far as their alliances and who they're with, and understanding how far their alliances would take them. So those are the ones that I find are in trouble right now. We're going to see how it goes next week, who's going to go home, and whatever the case may be. But like I said, right now, I believe Gary's the number 1 target next week. If everything goes the way it should, the week after that is going to either be Jackie or Karen. Okay, that's where it's going to go. The next 3 people are going to be evicted, as far as I'm concerned, depending on who wins HOH. If it goes where I think it's going to go, like I said, it'll be Gary next week. Then probably I think it'll be Karen the week after that, and Jackie. So that's where it's going to go from here. So we're going to see. Anyway, that's my assessment right now of where the game's going to go, and that's it. So we're going to see from right and from wrong. Anyways, thank you for watching. We'll talk to you guys next week. If you're watching Andy WTH, I'm Andy. If you got any comments, by all means, do so. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. And thank you very much. We'll see you guys next week.